guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading. This is for Sunday the 13th of August. It's really a pleasure to be with you today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You're very, very welcome. If you discovered me via Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Instagram, wherever you found this channel, I'm glad you found me and I'm glad you're here with us today. So let's have a look at what is coming up on this day. And I'm going to choose 3 cards, as I always do, to kind of tune into what energy we'll be working with and what we can expect on this day. Oh goody, that looks encouraging. Okay, so let's have a look. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. First of all, the 5 of Pentacles this way round is hard times, illness, rejection, difficulty, and basically just being in survival mode. Okay, things are tough. The pentacles are all shredded. It looks like a war zone. People are just gathering their belongings. They're getting out. It's difficult. That, thank goodness, is in reverse, which means that financial insecurity isn't going to really touch you today. There's nothing particularly that you're overly concerned about when it comes to your day-to-day existence. You've got enough food for the day. You've got a roof over your head. And on a really physical, fundamental level, you know, your basic needs are met. And even your social needs are met in the sense that there won't be any major rejection. There isn't a sense of, I'm being thrown out of here. I don't get on with people. If anything, this card in reverse makes it easier for you to build bridges with other people. Think of this card in reverse as Libra. Because you're in a better place and you're not struggling, you have the time and the presence of mind to connect with other people and to form good relationships. The next card is the Lovers in reverse, and the Lovers is the 6th card of the Major Arcana, and it's really the quintessential nature of love. And you know, the Major Arcana tells a story. The Fool is the conception of an idea. The Magician is actually arriving on planet Earth. Then the High Priestess is about, you know, learning and understanding and realizing that you've come in with a lot of information already, that, you know, you've had past lives and things. Then you get to the Empress, your mother, that's the person you meet first. Then you get to the Emperor, your father, that's who you meet second usually, unless they're in the delivery room together. Then we've got the Hierophant, number 5 of the Major Arcana. That's when you start going to school and you start to realize that there's a whole outside world there which has all of these stupid rules and restrictions that make you not fit in, and you start to realize that society is already in place and that the world does not revolve around you, and that there's this whole world going on which you've just been born into, and now you're going to have to find a place. The next card is the Lovers, where you find your own tribe. You find someone who you like, who you enjoy within all of that system, and you start to get to grips with it, and you discover what it is you love and what it is you truly, who you love and what you love. Okay, so it's a personal process of learning about ourselves. The Lovers card isn't just about love and sex. It really isn't. It's about getting to know yourself, understanding what it is you love, what relationships in your life will work and which ones won't, and forming those relationships to become a more happy person. For some people, romantic love will be the thing that they're after. For some other people, it will be a nurturing love, so having a pet, for instance. For other people, it will be the love and the relationship you have with God, the universe, a higher power. Some people really feel that way. Some people are very devout and come in from a very young age and have a great sense of faith and connection, and they really from a very young age have a natural relationship with something unseen, unmanifest, and they build that as they go along through life. I was never like that as a child. I never had faith. In my teenage years, I was an atheist, and into my 20s, I was an atheist. It took my whole life to fall apart, and then for me to witness certain miracles for me to believe, and now I do believe. This card is in reverse. So what we're saying is that, 1, you're not struggling particularly on this day. You're not financially strapped. You're not, you know, sick in bed. You're not being rejected and crying your eyes out because people have been so mean to you. So you've got some time and some freedom to do something. You also have the Lovers in reverse, so there's something missing. What's missing? There's a gap that needs to be filled. So you have the opportunity to to fill that gap with something that you love, to discover something new that you love, to discover something that is going to be fulfilling, that's going to be a relationship in your life, and that's going to make you feel alive and like you're in love. There's nothing like being in love, is there? I mean, there's the horrible kind of love where you can't eat and sleep and drink because you're so obsessed with them. But then there's, the steady and what's the word? It's steady and secure, and it's home. You have that kind of love as well, where you feel like, I'm at home, I've reached home. So you haven't quite got home yet. And the good news, death actually being good news, is today you can put an end, you can kill this state of unknowingness. You can kill this state of limbo that you're in. You can put an end to this floating around the world, not knowing what you're doing, being totally aimless and focusless, not knowing who you are internally, what you like, who you like, anything about you. I just want to go to the recovery thing again. A lot of people who have addiction problems, when they come into recovery and they put the drink or the drugs down or whatever it is, they put down the substance which has been suppressing all of their feelings. It's once they stop drinking and taking drugs that the actual problems start, because their feelings start to come back and they start to feel all of these things that they then have to deal with, which in some cases actually cause them to drink to start with. Do you see what I mean? So the alcohol or the drugs were the solution for a long time. Once that solution turns its back on you, you have to find other ways of coping, and then a lot of people come into recovery. And that is how you get to know yourself, by wading through the mud of your own feelings, which can be super unpleasant, looking at the skeletons in your closets, even more unpleasant, the things that you've tried to hide away, and the facades and the masks you've put on yourself to hide away from the world so that no one sees how inadequate you are or how lacking you are. We all feel that on some level, that we're not good enough, or that we're going to be found out, or that, and a lot of us feel the need to put on some sort of mask, makeup being a literal way of doing that, painting ourselves to appear differently. And today isn't about painting yourself to appear differently. It's about getting authentic, stripping yourself down to the very truth of who you are, discovering what it is you're looking for, and really putting an end to this lack of knowledge about yourself. So it's a great day to be introspective, to meditate, to spend some time alone in solitude, connecting with a higher power, asking questions, discovering what it is you love, who it is you love, and really what's important to you and what is not important to you. Do you know what your values are? Do you know whether you are someone who's fun-loving and independent and carefree, or are you someone who's more interested in maintaining the status quo and caring about other people? Knowing about yourself is really very, very helpful. So that's what the energy is about today already. So there will be something that comes in which is going to give you that insight. If you have a daily spiritual practice like meditation, or you do yoga, or you go out in nature, you have a way of connecting, then you're already one step ahead, because by simply doing that and deliberately connecting, you'll get your answer. If you're someone who was like me, who was completely disconnected and an atheist, you too will get an insight, an answer, via some sort of external thing in the world. It could be via another person. You could just see a billboard that's really meaningful to you. Like in that film that when Steve Martin talks to the billboard and it gives him divine messages from the universe. It can come in externally via something else. But what is definite, because death is always definite, there's never a gray area with death. Death is an ending. So what's going to come to an end is this lack of self-knowledge, but also what's going to come to an end is this carefree, wonderful lack of any sort of fear or financial insecurity. When the new week starts, you'll start worrying about bills and money and how you're going to make ends meet, like a lot of people do all the time. So you have a respite from that today. So use this to really discover what you have fun with. Use this as a personal training day. And yesterday was also a personal kind of training day. So it's all about insights this weekend and gaining more insights about who it is you are, what it is you're trying to achieve. And we're in the eclipse season, okay? The lunar eclipse at the beginning of the month was about letting go of things that no longer serve you. The total solar eclipse that's coming up on the 21st is going to really shower you with Leo energy that is going to empower you to do the things that you love for the next 6 months. An eclipse lasts 6 months after it occurs. So here, on this Sunday, the 13th, you're doing research about what it is you love, getting ready for the eclipse on the 21st so that you can implement that loving energy and you can start to use it. So everything is kind of building up to that point, and it's important today to do the research because you'll get answers from it. Number-wise, we've got 5 and 6 is 11. And then what's this? This is 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 11 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opportunity. This is a window that opens this weekend. A window of a door opening internally so you can get to know yourself, what it is you love, who you love, what you want to focus your energies on in the future. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in my readings, so I get a really nice overview. We can have a look at what your life purpose is, what it is you love, who it is you love, what it is you should be focusing on, and because you'll succeed at it, and what you should avoid because you're just not predisposed to have success in that area, then get in touch for a personal reading. We can have a look at all of that. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. It really, really helps me in widening the audience, and I really want to widen this audience because I think the people on this channel are wonderful. I love you guys, and there's so much positivity, and I think you guys generate so much positivity via these videos. I want to expand that, and I want to add more positivity to the world. I think even if I don't know what I'm doing all the time, if I'm putting positive energy out there, I think that's good, and I don't need to question that. So if you like these videos as well, then please support me by doing that. Have a fabulous, fabulous Sunday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.